Okay, now we are recording. Hi! Like the title in this video says, I quit my day job for my passion. But that was 2 years ago, and the last time I uploaded a video on YouTube was back in 2021. Sorry! I'm glad to be back on YouTube, but if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Wen, and I'm a full-time artist who designs and operates my single-person business where I put my original and fan art work on a variety of merchandise from like stickers, keychains, apparel, and even custom plush toys. I want to talk about where I've been all these years, how I decided when it was the right moment to start working for myself, and where I am now 2 years later since making that decision. 2021. I think that was the worst year I've experienced so far in my adult life. The last YouTube video I uploaded was on February 22nd, 2021. Immediately 2 months after that, two major canon events happened in my life, and I just had an absolute crash out, to be honest. I packed all my stuff in San Francisco and I moved to Los Angeles. So I've been here in LA for 4 years now. I also have 3 cats now as well. I am in a much better headspace now. The fact that I'm even admitting of having like a private crash out back then does mean that I am currently doing much better. When I moved to Los Angeles from the years 2021 to 2023, I worked for a streetwear fashion company. This gave me a bunch of insight into the fashion world, the logistics of large-scale wholesale shipping, customer service, doing pop-ups, marketing, like all the inner workings of operating a multi-million-dollar apparel company. I remember about 6 months before I quit, I was thinking a lot about what I was using my free time with. I was feeling frustrated that I wasn't able to give much attention to my art. I really didn't have that much time in creating stuff, and I would just be so tired from my day job. I just wouldn't have any motivation at all. I came to the realization that I didn't want to have to work under somebody for my whole life. If I'm going to be putting in a ton of work and energy into something, I want that time to be invested back into myself. I want to make a living doing what I love, and while that also carries its own challenges, which I'll talk about later, at least I'll be facing those obstacles doing something that gives me more purpose in my life, which would make me feel more motivated in finding those solutions out so I can continue doing what I love. So I bit the bullet, and in July of 2023, I decided to quit my day job for my passion. The first year of doing full-time art was not good. A little mix of my own faults and not being as prepared financially, not pushing myself enough, but also that combined with not being lucky enough in getting into events to sell in. Getting into well-known events around the country is always going to be you and thousands of other applicants, and there's only so much a venue can fit for vendors. Online sales isn't the most stable income. It can fluctuate a lot, and as a single person business, my funds are limited, and I can only do so much with marketing while I'm also designing and communicating with my manufacturers, staying on top of applying for events. It was easy to stretch myself thin very quickly. I've had moments where it was difficult to pay rent, and many moments of self-doubt and feeling like I might have made the wrong choice. But just like the time when I was thinking of quitting my day job, when July 2024 rolled around and I hit that 1 year mark of self-employment, I was like, okay, drastic changes need to be made. I can't give up on doing this after only a year. I have to make a solid game plan on what my goals are and how I can be more efficient and more on top of things without feeling like I'm stretching myself thin. Big game changer. I got myself a weekly planner so I can write out what I needed to get done for the week, categorize my priorities, what's urgent that needs to get done ASAP, what can be on hold for a few days or a week, whatever, setting aside days where I can only make marketing stuff. Another day I'll do editing, and maybe this Tuesday afternoon I can drop some drafts for a potential new shirt design. Really taking advantage of scheduling for myself, placing more value on my time. That was a big one. And by writing out those tasks I needed to do gave me better accountability and discipline in my work ethic. I signed up for a ton of event newsletters, so as soon as they open applications for their events, I'll immediately get pinged those emails and get those applications sent in ASAP. Even for events that I felt like I would never get in, I ended up actually getting into some of these events because it's always better to put yourself out there and give yourself a chance rather than not submitting anything, which literally guarantees you a 0% chance of getting in. Right now, as I'm filming this, it's August 5th, 2025, and it's been a little over a year since I gave myself that wake-up call about my self-employment. But also, I'm now 2 years in overall, and holy shit, bestie, it kind of worked. Who could have known that organizing and scheduling and actually taking the time to work on the infrastructure of the business is beneficial in the long run? I now travel all over the United States selling my work at different events, and it's working because it's been covering my rent, and I can also afford decent health insurance. There's always going to be obstacles I have to face now since I'm working for myself, but they're more manageable to me now than they were compared to the beginning when I started. And I'm so proud of myself that I kept going because it wasn't about what I drew not being good enough or anything, just having the confidence and persistence. That's a big one, persistence in letting the world know what I do. Because let's be honest, like a lot of artists are a little too humble about showing their work to a larger audience, but you gotta let the people know. Let them see your efforts, let them fall in love with what you make. Your art deserves to be seen, please. What's funny is a part of the reason why I also made this YouTube video is because enough of you have approached my table at events telling directly to my face or my table helper's face to come back to YouTube. I have well received your messages. Bullying works. I'm back. I can't guarantee that I'll be popping up a video like every week or even every 2 weeks, but I love to document my travels as I sell at events across the country. I'm also a big time food lover, so I want to show places I love to eat, and yeah, I don't know, vlog era coming maybe? Let me know in the comments what you love to see. I do have another video that I am preparing. That's a trans FAQ. So if you didn't know, I'm very open about my journey as someone who is trans masculine. And I asked on Instagram not too long ago if anyone has any questions they wanted me to answer regarding my experience. So I'll be cooking that one up and uploading that in the very near future. And this video wouldn't be complete without me plugging in my merch. I drew and designed everything you see in my online shop. My shirts are heat pressed by me. And if you want to support a single person business, maybe I'm your guy? If you'd like to see if I'm coming to your city for an event, I post monthly event schedules on my business Instagram, which is CatDadShop. You can come say hi and avoid the shipping fees. I'll be heading to Seattle in a little over a week now, August 16th and 17th for Small Art Mart. This will be a free entry event where you can support local and out-of-state artists. So if you'll be in Seattle during that time, and want to be in a really fun, creative environment, please come on by. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's been a while, and I appreciate anyone who takes the time to check in on me, even if I disappear for a few years at a time. I'm the most active on Instagram, Twitter, and occasionally I'll do some Twitch streams. Please check out my other socials if you just want to keep up to date with what I'm doing. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day, night, morning, afternoon, wherever the heck you're located.